Okay. So I don't know why my recorder keeps doing that, but I'll just record the last couple laps here. Anyways, moving on. 71 just got around 78, so that's not what the 78 wanted there, no matter what. Again, you guys didn't really miss anything, for those of you, because it's just basically been like this all day. It's just been single file racing. It's now, yep, another second pulled off the time chart for this 78. Because this 78, I don't know what they're trying to do. I'm probably gonna have to fix some more of my settings here once I finish up this race, but who gives a crap? Anyways, this 78, I don't know what he was trying to accomplish with that lap 22 pit stop. He's been running for 20-ish laps now, so I just don't see why he pitted so early on in the race. So I think that's why he's probably about to lose this race right here. Yeah, because 71 all of a sudden, yeah, he pulled away. See you later. Yeah, he's running 124, so these guys were running 123, so 78's about to be a sitting duck here in a minute. I can tell you that. One thing's for sure. Yep, let's go on board. Here, lap 44, coming up on lap 45. Yep, you can see him now. You're just after turn 11. I swear, one of them is going to hit that. I swear. Okay, anyways, coming up on 11 laps to go. 78 just trying to pull it off. 10 car just sitting in the dust, just waiting. Yeah, that was more than a second this time. Way more than a second. Jeez, oh Pete. Yeah, I'm probably gonna. Yeah, whatever. Anyways, moving on. 11 laps to go now. Coming up on the two right-handers here. 78. He is really slow here. Yeah, you can see Richard Dawson now starting to enter his rearview mirror. That is not good for that 78. That 78 needs to start pushing here. Otherwise, he's probably about to lose this race. Coming up on 11 laps to go. Andrew Barnes now saying P4. I know he's pretty much been saying P4 this entire race, but still. Again, just to mention, because my video crasher recorded, James Wellner, he is on probation, so he gets half the points. But I've been saying this earlier on in the race. This 78's on 10 laps older tires than this 0-0. Yeah, here he comes right now. They're about to enter turn 11, and you can tell this 78 is struggling. So unless that 78 figures out something quick in that car, I don't think he's going to take the race win. Here we go, 10 laps to go. 78 holding on to about a 2.03 second lead. About a 2-second lead, basically. But let's see if Sonoma does what Sonoma does and just basically holds these cars off at around 8/10, because that's what they've been doing the entire race. Yeah, I'm gonna just no, I'm not gonna talk about it on film. Anyways, moving on now. Richard Nelson now, he is trying to get the race victory. Then you have a bunch of other those drivers just hanging in the bushes. This 78, by the way, he got wrecked on lap 1, so that's why you see him nearly a lap down. Blah. Anyways, about 2.03 second lead, but that's shrinking quick. Yep, you can see him now. You can see him on the TV cameras. He's came back from like what, 11, 12 seconds, I want to say, to get to this point. Let's see what Richard Nelson can do with it. Remember, 10 laps older tires coming now. This is when pit stops come into effect. Richard Nelson and company have only been on these tires for about 16, 17 laps, I want to say. But Mr. Zach Moses up there at the lead, he's been on those tires for about 25 laps. So that's why I've been saying those 10 laps older tires, man. Yep, here they come into effect. Unless, of course, if Sonoma does what Sonoma cares about, and all of a sudden gives him like 2x tire wear, like 2x, like 0.5 tire wear. Whatever. Anyways, moving on. Life. Let's see, yeah, the gap is starting to steady out now. But I don't believe it's going to be steady out for long because that 78, he's going to be struggling here when they enter the S's, which they are right about now. He's going to start struggling with these S's. But Richard Nelson's giving him some respect at the moment. But he's definitely gained. Yeah, he's about 6/10 back, I believe. About half a second. I want to say about half a second. Here, coming up on lap 48 of the 55 scheduled laps. Whoa, hello, James Wellner. Where did you come from? James Wellner about to take P2 away from Richard Nelson here on lap 48, and that's what the 78 wants to see in his rearview mirror. Ah, gosh, that car just all of a sudden wanted the dive bomb, and he will take that dive bomb and go to P2, but Richard Nelson's not going to have any of that. Remember, if James Wellner wins, his win will not count because the race has been because he's on probation. So that's why the 0-0 needs to get back around him before the race is over. Meanwhile, the 78 still holding strong. I believe that just wasted some of James Wellner's tire wear here. I believe that just wasted some of his tire wear. Going down to the SS4 to 48's time. Yeah, I don't know. That might have just wasted some of his tire wear and may have just given the 78 a second victory. But I don't know. We're going to find out here in a minute. Lap 48 coming up on lap 49. Here he goes. Well, he tried to dive bomb again. Not this time. He will give the leader some respect, but not P2. Okay, I see how it is. 78 again. Just a brief mention. He's on 10 laps older tires than this 10 car. So that's why this 10 car is pushing. Lap 49 of 55 here. This is what things are starting to get amped up here. 48 just got around to 2. That will be for P4. Here we go. Since they caught the since they caught the leader, things have started to amp up. Here comes Johnson. Now he's gonna try for P3. James Wellner now, remember, he's on probation. He's trying to go for this race victory. Trying to get himself some points. But of course, they will be deducted. But the stage points will count, so he'll probably gain some positions no matter what. Stage points, the extra points from stage 1, which I believe he got. But that 78, he's now all of a sudden came alive here in these last couple laps. So I believe he's gonna try to get this race victory here. Will James Wellner dive bomb this time? No, we're all waiting for it now because we all saw that about 2 laps ago when he dove bombed that 0-0. And I believe that 0-0 now. I believe that just ruined his race. 6 laps to go. 78 trying to get his second race victory. James Wellner just trying to go for some style points because remember, he's on probation, so he's just going for style points. Well, the style points work here. No caution so far here in this race, which is what we like to see. 6 laps to go. Coming up on 5.5 once they get towards turn 6 or 7. I don't know what turn it is. Richard Nelson's still sitting P3 at the moment. And I believe Andrew Barnes now is just a sitting duck because he's about to fall down to Ethan's sail. Jimmy Johnson now. Oh, he got there. He got there to Richard Nelson. Now he's on the right side of him. Oh, give us a face. Boys, Johnson now all of a sudden coming up with a charge. Nothing's going to work for him. Richard Nelson will keep P3. But then they'll give the top 2 leaders a little bit of a breakaway with that dive bomb from Johnson. So now it's just mainly going to be between the 78 and the 10, which is what that 78 wants to see. 5 laps to go when they get to the line, but these guys are now trying to use the dive bomb mechanism to try to get back up towards the front. 5 laps to go when they get back towards the line. 78 now, all of a sudden, he's came alive. These cars are running terrible right now. And you can't judge me. James Waller now trying to push this 78 because he knows that 0-0 is coming back quick. Because these guys are running about 125s. Yeah, all these cars are running terrible. We could have saw the 52 go on a 32 lap run earlier on in the race. The 78's trying to push it to be a 33. 0-0 now trying to get back towards the front. I believe he might get there. I'm not trying to be biased towards the 0-0, but I think he might have the car to do it. Yeah, this 0-0 might have the car to do it here in a minute. 5 laps to go. Ten car now slowly losing the 78. The 78. When lap 30 came around, he jumped everyone, basically. So now he's just trying to hold on and get this race victory. Coming up on 4 to go, entering turn 11. Will the 0-0 use the dive bomb? No, sir, but the 48 will. What a move to almost get it to P3. Johnson now trying to get these positions on in touch. 4 laps to go. Hey, we'll get it. Johnson to P3. Now you'll have a little bit of a run entering turn 1. Johnson now trying to shake up this order. I believe he might get to these leaders. Johnson might steal this race victory here. 10 car trying to get under the 78. Nothing will work this time. 4 to go. Coming up towards the 2 right-handers. There's 1. Now down into the short chute. James Wellner starting to lose the 78 here. Now to the 2nd right-hander. Here comes Johnson again. Here comes Jimmy Johnson out of nowhere from 5th to try to get this race victory. Johnson has came out of nowhere to try to get this race victory. Nothing will work this time, but the 78 pulls away. Remember, the 78 beat out Michael Wellner back at Atlanta a couple weeks ago. And here comes Andrew Barnes now trying to go for P4. And he will get that easily. That 0-0 is now fading. He's dropped 2 positions within this last lap. He could have had a shot to win this, but now he won't. It's now the 78. He's made the 10 use up his stuff, at least momentarily. Johnson now still looking at that P3. This is insane. P3 for Johnson. He's gained a couple positions within the past couple laps. I won't lie. Here we go. 10 car trying to reel in that 78 again. Couple laps to go. 2.5 down to first right-hander. Going down to the short chute yet again. Into the second right-hander. Yeah, the 78's made that 10 use up all of his stuff here. Coming up into the S's. Coming out of the S's. And there goes Ethan sail around Mr. Richard Nelson. Richard Nelson is dropping like a rock. Oh, never mind. He just takes fifths right back like it's none of his business. But now this field is spread out pretty equally. I'll say that. Coming into turn 11 with about 2 laps to go. Andrew Barnes now trying to take P3 away from Johnson. He won't get there this time. Andrew Barnes, he's been the bad luck dog here so far for Purcell Motorsports. But now he is sitting P4. 2 laps to go. 78 trying to hold on to this 10. This 10 car just trying to get this race. Just trying to go for style points. 78 also going for style points. He's already locked into the chase. He's trying to be our first 2-time winner. Coming up to the second set of left-right turns. And coming down to the little 2 right-handers here with the little short chute. Johnson, he's trying to go for P2 here, trying to help this 78 get the race victory. Richard Nelson still P5, by the way. We haven't been talking about him much ever since he's dropped basically out of the race win column, and he will have to fight for another day. Richard Nelson, he will have to fight another day. This 10 car still trying to fight for his points. Remember, if he wins, his race win gets encumbered because he's on probation. 48 sitting P3, and will he use the dive bomb mechanism here coming up on turn 11? Here with 1 lap to go once they get back towards the line. 10 car not going to use it this time, but I bet you he will next time. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be an exciting finish, hopefully. Coming to the white flag, sponsored by Credit One Bank of America. White flag, 1 lap to go. 10 car now. He's going to try and get down there. Nothing yet. Coming to the first left righters, ending that now. Coming to the second set of left right handers. And here comes this 10 car. Let's see what he can pull out of his butt. Johnson, remember, he sits P3. Will he use anything right here? Not yet, but I believe this 10 car might be planning something here in a minute. Let's see if this 48 is going to ruin it. No, doesn't have the speed. Coming up into the S's. Zach Moses versus Michael Wellner here for the race victory. Zach Moses is trying to hang on tight and hope it sticks. He has had 10 laps, older tires than James Wellner. I don't know if I've been calling Michael Wellner, but here we go. It's turn 11. I don't think this set's gonna let this race go by easily. No! Oh no! But here we go for P3, as here comes Zach Moses. He will become our first 2-time winner here in the MRA. And Jimmy Johnson will edge out Andrew Barnes for P3. Wow, what a race. What an ending. Zach Moses becomes our first 2-time winner here in the McDonald's Racing Association. What an ending. What an ending. That's a good ending. I love that. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed that. Hope you all will come back next week for Bristol, where it's going to get even more insane. I'm Wizard28, signing off.